Stop it, the AIO snippet. What is Google AI Overviews? Quoting Reddit. How to stop it. Google AI Overviews quoting Reddit is a retrieval and citation behavior where an overview generator selects Reddit threads as supporting sources, extracts or paraphrases user-generated statements, and elevates them into evidence for a synthesized answer. Stopping it requires measurable suppression of Reddit grounding via eligibility gating, re-ranking, extraction constraints, and regression monitoring. The video context: https://www.youtube.com/watch VJGMZBDMW8DA. The embedded video demonstrates how Reddit content can enter AI overviews as a high-visibility grounding source, and in some cases, appear to carry the same evidentiary weight as curated documentation. It shows that the behavior is typically not the result of a single bad citation, but a predictable outcome of retrieval-based pipelines. Reddit threads often match long-tail queries with high semantic density, and engagement signals can correlate with user satisfaction even when factual reliability is uncertain. The video highlights why users treat this as a problem. Once an AI overview cites or quotes Reddit, the information is perceived as validated by Google's selection. This creates a proof token effect, where the presence of a Reddit citation functions as supporting evidence for the overview's synthesis. The demonstration also suggests why ad hoc fixes are fragile. Even if a specific thread is suppressed, alternative threads and paraphrase variants can be retrieved after index refreshes or ranking adjustments, reintroducing the same pattern. The video frames stopping as an engineering problem. Source eligibility, ranking weights, quote, extraction rules, and post-change monitoring, rather than a purely editorial preference. Deep dive analysis, technical mechanics and AMP, risk factors. A technical explanation of AI overviews, quoting Reddit, starts with a structural reality. AI overviews are a pipeline outcome. They are not a single model speaking from a fixed knowledge base. They are produced through multiple stages: retrieval, candidate ranking, evidence selection, synthesis, and often snippet quote extraction. Reddit can enter at multiple points, and each point requires a different control surface. Where Reddit enters the system: retrieval eligibility. Reddit URLs are eligible for retrieval and can score highly for long-tail phrasing and troubleshooting queries. Candidate re-ranking. Reddit can outrank authoritative sources when intent is experiential, what worked for people, or when formal documentation is sparse. Citation assembly. Even when not primary, Reddit can be included as a coverage or diversity source in the citation list. Excerpt extraction. The system may extract near-verbatim Reddit text to create supporting snippets, turning user-generated claims into evidence-like artifacts. This matters because stop it is not a single intervention. Stop can mean at least three distinct outcomes. Stop, quotes, prevent verbatim Reddit excerpts while allowing Reddit links as low-weight background context. Stop citations, prevent Reddit from appearing in the citation set. Stop influence, prevent Reddit from shaping the synthesis even if Reddit remains retrievable. A defensible technical program specifies which of these outcomes is required and which query categories are in scope. Why Reddit performs well in retrieval. Reddit threads are technically attractive because they contain dense keyword co-occurrence, product names, error messages, how-to sequences, multiple paraphrases of the same question, improving semantic similarity match, fresh content and high engagement, which can act as proxy relevance signals, practical step-by-step procedures that are easy to extract. These properties optimize for relevance, not truth. Therefore, the core technical problem is misalignment between relevance scoring and reliability scoring. If reliability is weakly enforced, Reddit content competes on the same playing field as curated sources. Control. Surface 1. Eligibility gating. The most direct method is to make Reddit ineligible for defined query classes. This approach requires conservative classification rather than perfect classification. High-impact categories are suitable for gating: medical, legal, financial, safety, and compliance queries. Queries about identifiable individuals or organizations, defamation exposure. Procedural queries with plausible harm if instructions are wrong. Eligibility gating prevents retrieval and citation selection from ever considering Reddit for those categories. It is robust but can reduce coverage for niche topics unless substitution is available. Control Surface 2. Authority prior re-ranking. When exclusion is too aggressive, re-ranking is used. Reddit remains eligible, but receives a strong penalty unless no authoritative sources exist, and the system explicitly marks the output as anecdotal and low confidence, or abstains. Re-ranking requires more than domain heuristics. A robust approach uses multi-signal reliability, editorial indicators, citation structure, institutional provenance, cross-source agreement, and historical accuracy proxies. Without these signals, Reddit can re-emerge after ranking updates. Control Surface 3. Snippet. Quote extraction constraints. Quote extraction amplifies harm because verbatim text appears as proof. A technical fix can prohibit verbatim extraction from UGC domains. Require that excerpts come from sources above a reliability threshold. Prevent paraphrase that converts anecdote into generalized fact, consensus proxy. This approach can reduce the proof token effect, even if Reddit remains in the citation set. It targets visibility and perceived authority. Control Surface 4. Authoritative substitution and abstention. Stopping Reddit without replacement creates a vacuum. Systems fill vacuums by overgeneralizing from minimal evidence or synthesizing plausible but ungrounded text. Substitution is therefore mandatory. If authoritative sources exist, they must occupy evidence slots. If they do not exist, abstention becomes a quality-preserving control. Abstention is an engineering decision. Do not generate an overview when the evidence supply chain cannot meet reliability thresholds. Why fixes regress? Even if a system reduces Reddit citations today, regression is common because retrieval indexes refresh, re-ranking weights change, query intent classification drifts. New Reddit threads appear and match the same long-tail patterns. A stop claim must therefore be time-based and instrumented. The outcome must remain stable across a defined window and survive refresh events. For a structured technical description of how these control surfaces map to measurable stop outcomes, see the forensic technical specification for suppressing Reddit grounding and AI overviews. 5 technical protocols. Protocol 1. Event typing. Distinguish quote events, citation events, and consensus proxy influence. Protocol 2. Category gating. Exclude Reddit for high-impact query classes and defamation-sensitive entity queries. Protocol 3. Authority re-ranking. Apply reliability priors and source quotas, so authoritative sources dominate evidence slots. Protocol 4. Extraction filtering. Block verbatim UGC excerpts and prevent unsafe paraphrase from UGC. Protocol 5. Regression suite. Continuous monitoring across a fixed query set, geographies, and post-refresh conditions. Evidence Vault. HTTPs. Drive. Google.com. File. D1 BFURSY8. KYTQ05 FKOYT6BX8 XDIHR5. View. USP drive/link. The embedded PDF is presented as an evidence vault supporting a technical interpretation of why Reddit appears in AI overviews and what constitutes a defensible stop condition. Authored by Dr. Elena Vance, the report frames Reddit quoting as a supply chain problem. An evidence pipeline selects sources, converts them into support tokens, and exposes them to users as credible grounding. The report distinguishes removing a link from removing influence, noting that a system can suppress a specific URL while still selecting other Reddit threads that replicate the same claims. The document emphasizes instrumentation. measuring citation rates, quote incidents, and regression after index and ranking refresh events. It also describes substitution requirements. Removing Reddit must be paired with authoritative replacement sources or abstention logic to prevent ungrounded synthesis. As an evidence artifact, the PDF supports standardized technical controls, eligibility gating, authority re-ranking, excerpt filtering, and monitoring, so the system's behavior can be audited over time rather than asserted once. Conclusion: stopping Reddit quoting in AI overviews is not a cosmetic change. It is a pipeline control problem. Durable suppression requires standardized definitions of quote versus citation behavior, enforced eligibility and re-ranking rules, extraction constraints, and continuous regression monitoring after refresh events. Without standardized governance over these technical surfaces, Reddit grounding will reappear through alternative threads, paraphrase variants, and ranking drift.